Small communities near the Gaza border are arming themselves to ensure the October 7th attacks don't happen again. CNN's Rafael Romo spoke with a father and daughter who say they used to be advocates for peace with the Palestinians, but now they aren't so sure.
This is the shelter.
For several long and agonizing hours, Eli Sur and his family hunkered down in their home shelter, built to protect them from air missile attacks. Afraid and unknowing that atrocities were being committed outside on the ground by hordes of attacking terrorists.
If we close it,
the emergency door, meant to be life-saving for families, can be deadly when holding it closed against militants.
and they shot with the AK-47.
They shot
at
through the door.
Yeah, through the door. So it was, people got hurt, got killed because they hold the handle like this.
A problem that he has since solved with a 2x4.
You put it like this, and the Hamas cannot come inside.
The IDF says the response to the attacks was a military failure.
It's a military failure that we will have to look into, but it's a military failure that will create the possibility for a much better future.
Now communities are taking the future into their own hands. Sur says he was one of 5 men who organized themselves to protect their moshav, or Jewish settlement, of about 700 people located just a few kilometers from the border with Gaza, after police and soldiers in his community were called to the front lines.
So that was it, 5 men,
5 men,
in charge
yeah.
of security
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
community
Yeah,
with pistols.
with pistols. We cannot do nothing against AK-47, but that's what we had.
The entire Sur family survived the Hamas terrorist attacks of October 7, but the emotional wounds are extensive.
I don't know if I can deal with this situation anymore.
Eli Sur's 27-year-old daughter Gaia says she always believed peaceful coexistence between Israelis and Palestinians was possible.
I always talking about peace and to be okay with them, to live with them. But after that, I learned that maybe there is no people there that want peace with us.
Gaia has friends who were killed by Hamas. She can't begin to understand the hatred behind the brutal attacks, but she also finds no hope in trading an eye for an eye.
I don't know. This is not our culture. This is not what my parents taught me, to be happy that Palestinians did. Never, never.
Missiles being fired by Hamas right above their heads doesn't help. And this is a situation that families who live here near the border with Gaza face on a daily basis, sometimes hour by hour. This is the way it has been.
And at the end of this war, all of those deserted communities around Gaza, the kibbutzim that have been burnt and ruined, they will flourish again, and there will again be the sound of Israeli kids playing in their backyards.
The Sur say the terrorist attacks have shattered any hope they had for peace.
Can you make a distinction in your mind between the Palestinian people and Hamas?
I was one of the people that said that the Arabs want to, not all Arabs are bad, they want to live with us. Now I'm not so sure about it.
Do you want to still live here? Do you want to stay after everything that
I'm
has
going to
happened?
die here. I'm going to die here. I have a lovely plot in the cemetery.
For some Jewish families who live along the border with Gaza, the October 7 terrorist attacks mark a before and an after. But they say the hard lessons they learned that tragic day about protecting themselves will only make them stronger and ensure their survival. Rafael Romo, CNN, at the Israeli border with Gaza.